Hello guys and welcome back. So you saw the thumbnail and let me just be honest for just a second here.
This is facts, news, special alert.
Usually when I make these episodes, I wake up early, I open my text document and write notes for my breakdown while watching the episode, but this week was a little different. They took the Trump and Epstein saga so far this week that I just sat there speechless thinking, how am I gonna make this funny? Because it got a bit uncomfortable this week and I saw a lot of people wishing that they could erase these images from their memory, and I am people, and if they were chasing a response from the White House, I am sure this got their attention because South Park gave us a visual representation of how Trump allegedly got implicated in the files of his favorite dance partner. Which made me double check if Halloween was rescheduled for this weekend because it was horrifying. But that's not the only controversial topic of this episode. So if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to hype it down below and let me know what you think about it all. And with all that said and done, well, let's get into it and let's rewind. The main theme of this episode is the emergence of AI becoming so realistic that it's getting quite difficult to tell what is real and what is fake. And in an earlier episode, Butters got manipulated into buying the girl Red a very special limited edition Labubu for her birthday. So, of course, the only rational decision these days is to make AI revenge corn videos of the girl Red getting degraded by none other than Santa Claus. And what is her response? Well, does she take him aside, call his parents, show a bit of emotional intelligence? No, of course not. She launches an all-out AI war.
Alright everyone, listen up. As you know, most of your brains have been sucked void of common sense by the woke radical left. And so today's topic is about having some pride in America's heritage. Pay attention.
Can we just take a second to appreciate how this character has developed over the seasons? He's basically all of the conservative motivational speakers in one, and I love him. I love him. But as the children gather for a school announcement, Red has hijacked the screen to play her revenge video of Butters' revenge videos. In the video, Butters is getting down and dirty with Studio Ghibli's beloved character Totoro, and this was not the crossover that I had in my bingo cards. Cut to the police station where Cartman's mom is trying to explain how Peter Thiel came to her house and kidnapped her child, saying it was for...
Oh, so confusing. They said it was about national security.
And since the American judicial system doesn't give a damn about kids being exploited by powerful elites, well, they rush out of the office to go examine the AI video situation instead, which, of course, every taxpayer agrees is a flawless use of their hard-earned tax dollars. Yeah. Well, everything escalates into a full-on conspiracy where the police genuinely believe that all these animated characters are working together to take advantage of the kids at school. And this scene gave me a direct flashback to a conversation I had with my dad recently. We talked about AI and he just sighed and was like, he's kind of happy that he's getting to an age where he doesn't have to understand it all. Like, it's just too much. He's checking out. And honestly, I get it. But my generation is forced to integrate this stuff into our daily lives, to work, school, social life, dating, and apparently revenge crime syndicates involving Santa and Totoro. And this episode just nails this concept perfectly because all these boomer cops, they just blindly take every AI video as real footage because the kids keep generating these disturbing revenge clips of beloved characters and each other. So the cops build an entire case on the belief that all of these cartoons are real predators. A cartoon grooming gang in South Park. Yeah, this is peak 2025 energy. Which brings us to the wildest storyline of the entire season. In the last episode, the woman in the hat exposed JD Vance for being a lying manipulator. And if you didn't watch that video, I'll link it in the comment down below and put it in the end screen because it adds a lot of context to this one. But as always, the only solution to being accused of manipulating someone is to gaslight them even harder into thinking you did it for their benefit.
Everything I did for you. You were manipulating me.
And when it comes to Trump, it's super effective. It's like giving a toddler a bit of sugar after a tantrum and suddenly everything is forgiven, everything is fine.
I would do anything for you. You are the greatest boss I ever had. And I just want you to be happy.
I was patiently waiting for JD Vance's nose to turn brown in this scene, just like Pam Bondi's did in the last episode. That was just completed the scene to perfection. But don't worry, their creators had something way worse in mind. But before we get to that, the Japanese creators from Studio Ghibli burst into the classroom with a cease-and-desist letter for Butters' Totoro video.
3 years to make a Totoro, and in 2 minutes you spit out your shit and the Totoro. Studio Ghibli no shakuin.
This is a direct callback to a real-life situation that happened earlier this year where this trend of generating a version of yourself with this Ghibli-style AI just went viral. And it started a lot of controversy because where's the boundaries between copyrights and fair use and original art and stolen art? Because this Ghibli studio is a Japanese studio that puts a lot of pride and effort into everything that they make. And you can truly feel it in their videos and images. And it takes them 3 years to paint all the images that are required to make their videos. And now people can just generate these soulless version with this AI slops in second, and it kind of takes away some of the pride and the effort in their brand. So it kind of makes sense.
You stop! This is a Shishu and Deshisto! Shishu and Deshisto!
Seeing this exact situation appear in South Park episode months later is just wild to me. But seriously, there's something about this South Park portrayal of these Asian people that just cracks me up every single time. I'm sorry.
All right, I can't understand a word anyone here is saying.
Now we get to the first scene in South Park history where I genuinely felt uncomfortable watching. Like, I was literally thinking about just looking away, skipping the scene, because that says a lot. We see Trump and JD Vance in a hot tub flirting.
Nobody feels for you the way that I do. Nobody both.
Yes, they're flirting. And as Satan walks in, Trump tells him off. And then he says to JD Vance that he needs someone who treats him a bit better.
You're such a piece of shit.
You see? Always bitching at me. I should be treated better than that.
On a side note, can we just please talk about how Satan has the worst dating record in the universe? First Saddam Hussein, now Trump. Like, Trey and Matt, please let this demon heal. Send him an angel. Like, just do something nice for him for once. Well, JD Vance doesn't stop at the bathtub. They continues in the bedroom. JD Vance is seen picking up the phone to call his handler Peter Thiel, proudly telling him that he and Trump are now on the same page. And this is where the truly disturbing scene unfolds. Yes, that is the Vice President of the United States, JD Vance, in a blue thong, telling the president how big he is. And yes, it is of course all caught on camera, saved on a laptop, belonging to very powerful elites.
Got this video of the president in the Lincoln bedroom.
And I wish I could unsee this scene, but let's zoom out because there are massive implications here. This episode perfectly summarized the presidential disaster it has been for Trump, and he entered the office like he did in the opening scene of the episode, wanting answers, wanting transparency, and wanting to drain the swamp. He wanted to release the JFK files, the MLK files, and of course, the Epstein ones. And then something happened. Because I'm sure he read the files back when he was president the first time, and he probably didn't mind what was in him. And that is why he ran for president, planning to release everything. Like, why would he say that out loud if he knew that he was implicated in the files already? But when he entered office again, he was somehow made aware that somebody added files, changed some things that made him implicit too. And suddenly they're all on the same page as the donors, the puppet masters, and the powerful elites behind the curtain who want everything buried. And that is exactly what South Park is showing us here. That something that changed, that someone got him into a situation where he has been implicated in the files for some reason. If it's videos or images or emails or drawings or gifts or anything like that. But something changed, and that something was added, and now he's part of the club. Which brings us to Fox News being completely depressed, having to report on this news.
Yeah, hey. Definitely disheartening news here. Why the president would do this to Satan with a baby on the way.
And it's kind of funny because last night we actually got some more released emails of the files, and they reacted the exact same way, where the left-wing media completely devoured the story, sharing everything, was very happy to receive all this, and Fox News were more attacking the people who delivered the emails. But of course, one phone call away was their favorite president, Trump, claiming that it was all AI, just like everything else. That is fake news.
Well, what about you and the vice president?
No, that's fake. It's all sorted too.
Oh, it's fake. Oh, thank God. Of course it was fake. How could we have doubted it?
This is a Fox News fake news alert!
And of course, every Fox boomer suddenly snaps back into a cheering seal, having fun with, oh, it was just fake news. Oh, it's just fake news. Like, isn't this just too real? This running Fox News gag is just genuinely one of the funniest things that they've done this season. It's completely underrated. Okay, I'll just make a very bold claim. I'll be a little vague because otherwise my channel will get completely nuked for telling this. So, the episode ends with this fake AI story where it concludes with Butters in court being forced to admit that he made the revenge videos because he got inspired by Cartman's videos. But remember, Cartman didn't make those videos. He was kidnapped by Peter Thiel. So they track the IP of the videos and they find Peter Thiel using Sora AI to fake videos of Cartman. And when they arrest him, he's not like, oh, I'm innocent. He's like, no, I have powerful friends. Let me go. This is a mistake. And this is a very special, very controversial reference to, let's just say, some foreign, very important governmental figure who got arrested in the Americas for having a play date with young kids. And suddenly, after being arrested, they magically got released and returned back to their specific nation. So at the end of the episode, we see JD Vance and Donald Trump arguing like, I am the president, I am powerful, why can you not release this person? I need him.
How can he not hand him over? I'm the president. Don't worry, boss. We will not let that town get in the way of our plans together.
Which is a very, very specific situation that just shows all of the corruption, all the power, all the people controlling everything. It's just a big game, and we're not a part of it. We're just here to experience it all, being powerless. But yeah, that's basically it for now. I'm not gonna continue on this for this one. Maybe I'll go deeper in the next one because this is a spicy topic. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you loved it, if you want to see more. And of course, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a kiss and enjoy your evening, your morning, good night, and whatever